We did this in class, and I'm going to use the same website that we used in class, which was National Geographic for Kids Sea Turtles. And I just want to go over this one more time with you so that you understand what it is that I'm looking for. So what you'll do today is you'll find a website. You'll go through it and fill out this form, and then you'll submit it as a non-graded assignment. So the top part is the site name and the web address and the date that you evaluated it. Look for information about when the site was started and when was the most recent update and what you can find about the domain. And this particular website is a .com, and it is not a personal website. The purpose of this site is to inform, although there may be some secondary purpose to sell because there are advertisements on that. So it does have access to questions and answers. I did not click research information, although there is some small amount of research information. It has many links to related information. It has graphics, not communication with experts, and I didn't see any student projects. But it does have materials for teachers, so there's short videos that you could share as teachers, multimedia elements, and unfortunately lots of advertisements. So as I noted in class, it's not clear who is responsible. Maybe it's probably a paid employee. It does not give you a way to contact an editor if you have questions. I'm sorry, it does give you a way to contact an editor, especially if you have new ideas for content. So that tells me probably the editors have responsibility for this site, but it does not give you anything about their credentials or affiliations. There is an email address that you can find, and the author is associated with an organization. And I clicked that, but it's probably really the editor and not necessarily the author. We do not know where the author or the editor got the materials, and there is no source credited for the materials. It appears that the information is accurate, and partly I'm basing that on the fact that I trust the National Geographic Society. There's definitely a bias that we talked about, and there's no place to put that here, but I would say the bias is toward the safety of animals and the ability of our world to allow for animals to proliferate. It's a combination of primary and secondary sources. Links to other sites, the links are useful, and the ones that I tried are active. So that one would be an important one to make sure that you try all the links. They do seem to go just to more content on National Geographic sites. I certainly could have located this material in other places. A quick Google search gives me thousands of hits, including the Loggerhead Marine Life Center and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Now, would those sites be appropriate for children? Not necessarily. Enoch Pratt Library gave 10 results, 3 of which might be appropriate for children. So in your search, you may be narrowed because of looking for something that would be appropriate for children. It was relatively easy to navigate. I thought the graphics were meaningful, and I didn't think that they were just flashy or something that would catch children's eyes, because they were mostly realistic photographs that were on this site. It is a serious site, and it's free, although you do have to register. And I would rate this site a 4. the child would need to be able to read, and the problem, as I think about it, it might even be between a 3 and a 4 because all the videos were preceded by a 30-second commercial. I would include this for something that I would show to children, although I was a little annoyed with the advertising. The site still gave great, reliable information that was up to date. And the books from the library were not necessarily recent, so you may have the most accurate information here. So I do trust the National Geographic, as I had stated before.